Hello everyone, welcome to J-Hook Crochet. I am Reggie and this is Yarniversity. New week, new topic, and I am very excited. I'm very happy that you are all here with me today, and I'm happy that I am here today because I have had the most terrible last 48 hours. And I am just happy to be here alive. But we'll talk about that in just a second. Hello to everyone in the chat. I already see that the chat is running very fast, so I'm not even gonna try. Welcome in everyone. You know, if this is your first time here, I'll tell you, but if you've been here for a while and you already know, I'm not very good with keeping up with chat. I look in the chat every once in a while. I try to keep up with the comments. Sometimes I do a good job, sometimes I do not so good job. But if I did not read your comment or I missed your comment, I'm not ignoring you on purpose. Just write it again and I'll try to pick it up next time that I go through the chat. This is Yarniversity. This is a once a week live class on a different crochet or yarn related topic every week. Today's topic is crochet on the big screen. We will be reviewing some of the most famous and iconic crochet items seen on the big screen. But we will get to that in just a little bit. The first half an hour of the class is normally just me saying hello to everyone, talking a little bit about the administrative things that have to do with the channel that happened over the past week. So if you're only interested in the class part of this live chat and you're watching this live, then this will be the time where you go get yourself something to drink on the toilet before everything starts. And if you're watching this on replay, you can just skip ahead to the part where the class begins. If you're not sure if you're watching this live or on replay, on the chat screen right next to the video here, I believe, or if you're watching on your phone, maybe it's down there, on top of the chat screen, if it says live chat or top chat, then you are watching it live. If it says top chat or live chat replay, then you're watching on replay. It's as easy as that. Okay, I see that Lacey is here and Doris and Ursula. Hello, welcome in. And Catherine is here. Hi, good to see you again. And Barb is here and AJ, welcome in. And Alisa is joining us, and Debbie, and both Julies are here. Hello. And Anvita is here, and Toro 8 Star is here. Is it Laura? Or am I mixing your name up again? I'm very sorry if I'm mixing your name up. Let me know. But anyway, thank you all very much for joining and for being here today. Some of you I literally just saw on our members live chat, which took place right before we started Yarniversity. So for those of you who were with us on the members only live, welcome again. And good to see you again. And it's kind of nice that you chose to spend your Sunday, almost your entire Sunday, with me. I'm flattered. Yeah, thank you, Debbie. If you're just coming in, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I would very much appreciate it if you consider subscribing. You can always join our membership program by pressing the little join button that's right next to the subscribe button. And if you're interested in that, if you press that button, you will get a full rundown of what it means to be a member of the channel, what it takes from you versus what you get from me in return. And if you cannot see the join button, then in the description down below, there is also a direct link which will take you to the same place with all the explanations as well. I have it right, so it's Laura. Yeah, okay. Oh, Lacey, yeah, I'm really sorry. I don't know. I mean, I give you guys, seriously, this month, I put up the link to the members only live stream on both Facebook and YouTube almost 3 weeks ahead. So how anyone missed that, I don't know. But you can always watch it on replay. We worked on a new members only project today. But before that, I always like to welcome the new members who joined the membership program over the past week. So we have a brand new member. It's Life and Stitches, and that's Stephanie, right? So congratulations and thank you for joining us. Cheers, and all of our members will use their very special cheers emoji to welcome our new member. As you all can see, I am not drinking alcohol today. The reason for that is I got my first vaccine shot this Friday. Wee yay for me. Very, very happy. However, that resulted in what I said was the worst 48 hours that I've had. I seriously got every possible side effect of the vaccine that you could get. And if it was on the list, I got it. So, as I said, I'm very, very happy that I'm even here right now. Hello, Mocha and Dee, welcome in. It was totally your fault, Lazy. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You've been crazy stuff going on. I get that. Life can be crazy. And yes, of course, you can always watch the replay. Hi, Jana. Welcome. Again. So yeah, on the members only live chat today, we worked on a poncho, but on the last members only live, we worked on a hat pattern. And I wanted to show you one creation. One second, let me just open the picture. So check out the lovely Jana. One second. Oh, I need to make the picture a little smaller. There you go. Check out the lovely Jana in her beautiful members only project hat. Isn't that beautiful? She looks adorable. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. You're working nights, Mocha? I'm sorry, but you know, that's what the replay is for. Those videos are always on YouTube. You can always watch them later. Yeah, right. I was, Barb, I was really contemplating whether or not I should have both of the lives that was scheduled for today, but, you know, there's only so many times a month that you can cancel. So yeah, that was Jana in her very cute little hat. Yeah, thank you, Lacey. I am feeling better. And Catherine, they didn't tell you the side effect, and that's why you didn't. Maybe it's all in your head, you know. Laura says she also got terrible side effects from the vaccine. 3 days later, it was normal. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's already getting better. So I hope that it stays this way. Doris. Yes, so yeah, Jana looks very, very cute in her little hat. And Also, I wanted to show you guys another beautiful creation. This one was made by Lacey. She's another one of our members. And she is currently working on my Rivendell shawl. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very, very nice work by Lacey. That pattern, the Rivendell shawl, is available as a free YouTube tutorial on my channel, as well as a written pattern for purchase on Etsy. So if you're interested in that, that's where you can get it. And I think Lacey's doing a wonderful job on it, don't you? Julie says she only had mild side effects, so I'm happy to hear that. Lisa says her first shot, the only side effect she had was a sore arm. I don't know why. It's just my luck. I get everything. Hi, Lizzie and Inge. Thank you for joining in. Welcome in. You were afraid of a side effect, but absolutely none after both shots. Wow, that is good, Dee. That's really good. No, we didn't chat too much. That is right, Catherine. We were working hard. Hello to Teresa. Welcome in. And yes, Lacey's creation, definitely beautiful work on that one, Lacey. Good job to you. It does look perfect. I agree. Cynthia says having a reaction means your body recognizes it as a real threat. That's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I knew there would be side effects. I was anticipating it. I just first of all, it was not planned that I'm going to get my shot this Friday, which is why I even scheduled things on YouTube for this weekend. It was kind of sudden. We signed up with our doctor to get in line for the shot, and normally here it takes a long time until they actually called you. But I guess someone canceled or something, and they suddenly had an opening. They called us in a one-day notice to come get the vaccine. So I mean, it wasn't planned, but I'm happy that at least the first shot is behind me. Now I have 3 more weeks, and then I get my second one, and then I'm very, very happy because that means that my parents will be able to come visit us in the summertime, and it makes me extremely happy because I haven't seen my family for almost 2 years now. Yeah, Barbara, I remember you got the whole shebang as well. Did what start already? We're just chatting, Francie. You definitely deserve it, Lacey. All right. If you guys don't see some of the comments in the chat, maybe you are on top chat and not live chat. Just try to press the little arrow on the top of the chat and change it to live chat, then you will see all the comments. If you're on top chat, you might only see some of the comments. That's how it normally works. Okay, so let's see real quick if I showed you guys everything I wanted to show you. All right, so I welcomed our new member. I spoke to you guys about the membership program. I gave shoutouts to makes from the last week, pictures that I got. If you guys want me to show things that you made using my patterns or my designs, all you gotta do is either post them on Instagram, on Facebook. You can tag me or use the hashtag Yarniversity, or if it is one of our members only patterns, then all you gotta do is use the hashtag members only project, and I will see them and then I will bring them up, or you can email them to me. You can email me some pictures of things that you made using my designs, and I will shout you guys out because you guys made beautiful work. Which one did I get? I got the AstraZeneca. That's the one that's currently available to all the public here in Germany. All the other ones are sort of limited to specific age ranges. 4 months between the shots, Elisa. Wow. No, here it's a few weeks. I'm very happy, Debbie, that you can see your granddaughter soon. Oh, Denise, I totally understand. It might be risky. Um, oh, okay, life is okay, Stephanie. Great, I got it. Okay. Um, Hello, Christy. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so for those of you just joining in, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. If you were here last week and you forgot to comment on last week's video in order to enter into the giveaway, I asked a very specific question, so don't just go and say hi. Your comment wouldn't count into the giveaway. But if you were here and you know what the question was and just forgot to come back and comment, then this is your time to open another tab. Don't close this live screen. Open another tab on your device and enter into last week's giveaway, because I will pull a winner for that at the end of today's live stream. And I will also show you what today's giveaway will be in just a little bit. Can I order the lotion and lip balm in the US that you want? No, Debbie, I'm very, very sorry. Sadly, Yves Rocher only deliver within the European Union. They are a French company and they only deliver inside the Union. I think they don't even deliver to European countries that are not in the Union. So I'm sorry, but you know, if there's something specific you want, you know, you can always contact me and I'll send it to you. I'm very glad you all like the Rivendell pattern. Lori is still in the commercials. Lori always gets along with commercials. Okay, so there's one more thing I need to say before I can, you know, dive away into this week's my brain is not working. That's, yeah. Before I can dive into today's topic, on our members only live that we just had, I promise you guys that I will pull a winner for this. When we, because we were so concentrated on the project and everything, I completely forgot to say who the winner was. So from all the 8 people who attended today's live, I wrote everyone's name on a piece of paper and I drew up one name, and the winner of this was Jana. So Jana, you are the winner, and if you want me to send this to you, then write me an email and tell me where should I send this to. Jana, I know that you also ordered my advent calendar and other things that you wanted sent to the States. So if you want me to send it along with other things that I sent to the States, you can tell me that too. But just, you know, write me an email so that it will sit here and not, you know, blow in the wind. Yes, so congratulations to Jana. Cheers to you, and you know, you guys all excuse me today for cheering with juice and yeah. I hope Yarniversity will still be as funny as it always is, even though I'm not a little tipsy. All right, so now that we did all of our admin stuff, all that's left is to dive into today's topic. So when I was working on this specific topic of today, which is crochet on the big screen, I initially thought I would do crochet on movies as well as TV series. But then, hi, Zawalen Zaifun. After our conversation about alcohol from yesterday, right? So you understand why this is hard for me, right? Okay, so yeah, while I was working on this topic and finding crochet in TV series and films, I realized that I have a lot right? I had a lot of ideas and a lot of examples that I wanted to show you guys, and yeah, I definitely could not get it all into one Yarniversity. So I decided I'm going to split, and today's Yarniversity is exclusively crochet on the big screen. So films and movies, yeah. And another Yarniversity some other time will be about different crochet items in TV series and TV shows, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. And even though I have limited today's Yarniversity to movies only, still there were way too many to fit. Of course, I could not fit all of them. So I chose, selected few, some that probably all of you know, and some that might be new to some of you. And maybe some of you will get some ideas for films that you want to watch, and maybe some of you will recognize films that you did watch but never noticed the crochet items in there. So I thought it would be a nice, fun, light topic after our very heavy design series from the past 5 weeks. Lori. Yes. One of the problems with getting an organizer for anything, I was just talking to Catherine about this. Yes, the cupcake is new. We reached 30 members on the membership program, so I was able to add another emoji, and the new one is that little cute cupcake. But yeah, I was just talking to Catherine about it today, that one of the problems with having any kind of organizer is to remember to write in it and then remember where you put it. That's definitely the problems that I am having. All right, so are you guys excited about today's topic? Just so you know, even though I was almost dead yesterday, I did manage to finish the blog post about today's topic. So today's lesson is already live on the blog, and if you want to not listen to me and you prefer reading about it on the blog, so the link to that is in the description box below, and you can just read about it there. Or if you have to, leave at any time, or you come in late, or whatever reason that you just prefer to read it on the blog, it's there. And you can always, if there are any movies that I forgot about, or a specific one that you really, really like and I didn't mention, then you can always write me comments there and give me ideas for the next time. All right. Yeah, so before we move on, and oh, what happened? Oh my God, we got a super chat. Thank you, Ursula. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Cheers to Ursula, everyone. Raise your glasses, cups, whatever you have to Ursula, and say cheers to Ursula. Sadly, today is the one day that super chats will not make me drunk, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, so let me get the list open up, and the pictures are ready, and we are all ready. So we begin, and I hope that you too like to spot crochet items in movies. I always get very excited when I spot a crochet item in the shot, whether it is worn by one of the characters or it's just some decorative item in the background. It doesn't matter. Whenever I see it, it catches my eye. And if you do the same, then today's rundown of biggest crochet moments on the big screen is just a thing for you. Ooh, Ursula says she saw a music video today with Harry Styles dressed in filet crochet top. Really? Which one is that? I haven't seen that one. But that sounds yummy. All right. So here's the first one, and I'm sure that you guys all know this one. Let me just take this off. E.T. Of course, it is the first one we start with. You saw it. It's also the cover picture for today's live. So yeah, in one of the most iconic moments in cinema history, young Elliot and his friends ride their bikes in attempt to save E.T. from the government agents who are trying to capture him. Elliot is in the lead with E.T. in his bicycle basket, and his friends are riding along on their bicycles. The government is in hot pursuit, and as the music swells, the boys hit a roadblock and are surrounded by many federal agents. It looks like it's game over. But then E.T. does his thing, and all the boys and their bikes take to the sky and away from the authorities. That is one of the most iconic moments in cinema history, right? This unforgettable scene leaves the viewer short of breath and is so striking that it has been printed, painted, recreated thousands of times. But one thing always remains the same. E.T. is always wrapped in a crochet blanket. It isn't a fancy blanket. It is sort of like a beige grayish color, as you can see on the picture. It is very simple stitch. I don't think it's anything more than just back and forth double crochets. I haven't like really looked into it, but I believe that's what it is. And yet it isn't there isn't one person on earth who hasn't seen it, right? So as a crocheter, this makes me very, very proud. But it also has a very interesting lesson behind it. It comes to show us that it doesn't matter if the blanket is made with a fancy stitch or some very expensive yarn. What matters is the person or creature it is made for. Right? So what do you guys all think about E.T.'s blanket? Hey Lashira, welcome in. You saw it in theater, Jana. Wow. It is the magic crochet blanket. Extraterrestrial crochet burrito. I will not be able to look at that scene again in the same way. Oh, hey, Madonna. Right? It's a very simple stitch. You never noticed that it was crochet? I saw it the first time I saw it. I wasn't a crocheter back then, but like I did realize that it's some kind of handmade item, not just... If you point out the blanket, Gavin will want to make one. Well, that's a... that's a plus. You watch it in the cinema, in a drive-in. Wow. I kind of miss going to the cinema, don't you guys? You and your daughter just watched that 2 weeks ago. It's still so it's a classic, right? It's one of those films that no matter when you watch it, it's a classic. Crochet takes them to new heights. Definitely. Right? So, isn't that awesome that one of the most iconic moments in cinema history is also one of the most iconic crochet history. So hello to everyone who's just joining in. We are talking about different crochet items in movies, and if you're just joining in, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you wanna join our membership program, there is a little join button right next to the subscribe button, and you can join us. Oh, and we get another super chat. Thank you, Inga. Oh, cheers to you. Wait, you deserve a camera, full camera. Cheers to Inga, everyone. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate it. Debbie, we actually have an active drive-in here around where I live. It is, of course, closed now. Everything is closed here now. But I've been dying to go for years, and one day I will. Oh, Lori. Sorry. It's really cold here. Yeah, we still do too. Hello, Sandra. Welcome in. All right. So ET, isn't that awesome? Right. And we jump on to the next one, and this one you all know the movie. Maybe some of you have not seen it, but you know of it, and maybe some of you have seen it, but I don't know if you've noticed these two. So the next one is Harry Potter. And the Harry Potter film series based on the top-selling books by J.K. Rowling. It includes 8 films, and crochet items are featured in each and every one of them. Can you believe it? It is hard to point out specific items because there are so many of them, but I would like to point out 2 specific characters who wear crochet items more than the others, and they look absolutely fabulous while doing it, may I say. So the first one is, let's take E.T. off of here. He has nothing to do with Harry Potter. The first one is my beloved character, Luna Lovegood. Luna is one of my personal favorite characters in Harry Potter magical world. She is unique, she doesn't conform, she is very strong, outspoken, and she sticks to her own, and she strikes you in a way that is different. You know, it's she has a feel to her. She also has a wonderful sense of fashion. And 2 very unique crochet items in her wardrobe are her lacy crochet scarf, which you see on the screen right now, and her light purple crochet cardigan, which I will show you in just a second. Both of the items are very unique, but very, very simple. So they are both made in very simple stitches, but come up to a very interesting overall look. And I don't know if it's the overall wardrobe of Luna Lovegood or just the way it looks on the actress, but these items have inspired crocheters around the world to create their own versions, and patterns can be found all over the internet. But try as you might, you'll never wear them quite as good as Luna. So there she is, Luna Lovegood, in her long, lacy scarf. This is just a very, very long and narrow piece that is wrapped around for a few times and then tied up in the front. So simple, yet so elegant. Let's see what you guys are saying. There's a lot of knitting and crochet in Harry Potter, right? That is what I said. You found out yesterday you're a Hufflepuff, Lori. Okay. That's good to know. One of your dogs is called Luna. Yes, her hat is a knit hat, indeed. She's mixing knit and crochet. What do you think about that, huh? Right? They have made a huge impact on the knitting and crochet world. So this is Luna's absolutely gorgeous scarf, and here is her beautiful cardigan. I love that one. I love that picture in general. It is so Luna. But I love that cardigan. It's pretty much all made in double crochet and some chains, but look how beautiful it looks. And the buttons are covered in crochet as well. Jana, you're also a Hufflepuff. Oh. And Lacey is a Gryffindor. I'm glad you guys all took the tests. Her scarf is gorgeous, her cardigan is gorgeous. Yeah, she wears crochet wonderfully, I must say. Denise, you were ticked when the when the test kept saying Hufflepuff. Did you like change your answers every time and still get Hufflepuff? Right? It's very her. This cardigan is very, very her. So cute. You knew in your heart you're a Ravenclaw. Catherine says she's a Gryffindor but feels more like a Hufflepuff. Oh, Kim made you take the sorting hat quiz. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what kind of quiz I take there, because there are like thousands of those out there online. When you're like, what? It always comes out the same. And you guys know which one I am. So Denise said she answered differently all 8 times and it kept coming out to Hufflepuff. Oh, that's a sold off game. And Teresa is a Ravenclaw. Hello, Viviana. Welcome in. So if you're just joining in, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. And we are talking about crochet on the big screen today. We are on our second film out of the list. And we are talking about crochet in Harry Potter. And I said the first character who wears a lot of crochet in the movie is Luna Lovegood, as you can see in the picture. And the second character in the film that rocks some amazing crochet outfits is none other than Mrs. Weasley. And she is a strong and opinionated character, and no one can tell her what to do, or wear for that matter. Her most memorable outfit is this extravagant bell-sleeved sweater. The sleeves in all colors of the rainbow and different crochet stitches are pretty much what makes this outfit pop. Potterhead crocheters have been trying to recreate this striking outfit, but no one can quite come close to the real thing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you a picture of that amazing crochet creation. Here she is, Mrs. Weasley, in her crochet bell sleeve sweater, which is worn under a dress, which is another very interesting fashion statement. Denise, you want to be the cool kid. The test you took had percentage 60% Hufflepuff, 40% Ravenclaw. That's like telling you who your parents are or something like that. What does that mean? I'm a Slytherin. Yeah, I think everyone in the chat quite knows that already. I'm like an outspoken Slytherin. um, you tried multiple tests different times and took them multiple times. So, and it always comes up the same. So I guess, Denise, I guess you kind of have to agree with the fact that that you're a Hufflepuff. Right? She's a really cool mom. Your daughter is Slytherin. Huh, maybe we went to school together. Who knows? Oh. I love Mrs. Weasley too, Denise. You think it's an apron over the sweater? It's like a house dress, no? Because it's worn like over the shoulders and then tied behind. I think it's what we call a house dress here. Yes, like accept the fact that you that you're a Hufflepuff. Hello, Kim. Welcome in. Right? Amazing sleeves. Look at all the different stitches, and it's like a lot of design put into those sleeves. Hello, Michelle. Welcome in. Yes, Indonesia resigned. I guess we all get to live with what God gives us. She looks like an awfully drunk Bette Midler in this picture. Never thought of it that way. Nevertheless, an iconic crochet item, indeed. Right, well, if you're just joining in, we are talking about crochet on the big screen. We spoke about crochet in E.T. and Harry Potter, and we will move on to the next film in just a little bit. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And if you want to join our membership program, you can hit the join button right next to the subscribe button and learn everything you need to know about the members only program. Looks almost like a Kate Wise coat. What's that, Cynthia? I'm not familiar with that. Barbara says there are some okayish variations of that sweater cardigan, but they just do not match fully. Yeah, I think it's very hard to recreate. It has so many different stitches, and they go in different directions, and there are a lot of increases and decreases. Like it's a little bit tighter around here, and then it goes into a bell. It has a lot of colors. It sort of looked like a scrappy project, right? With all those little, every row is a different color. Can you imagine telling people I'm crocheting a costume for a movie? Yeah, right? Oh, I would love to do that. Who did you say is the designer of these creations? I did not say, actually. I did not want to talk about designers for the different films. If you're interested, I can include that later on in the description box below. I do have the names of the costume designers, but for various reasons, I have researched it a little bit, and I've decided it's better not to talk about the costume designers when doing the rundown. Hi, Crystal. Welcome in. Kate Wise makes fairy coats upcycled from old sweater. Oh, so it's a name. It's a brand. Kate Waistcoat is a brand. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I would totally love to see like one of my creations in a movie. Even if I don't make it myself. If it's like my design and someone else makes it, I would love to see that too. All right. So, moving on to our next one. And you guys have probably seen some version of this one somewhere, right? Once I put it up, you'll all know it right away. There it is. Yeah, the well-known Katniss cowl. Katniss Everdeen of the Hunger Games trilogy. She's a strong woman. She's both mentally and physically. She doesn't really have a choice in becoming the hero of that story, but she accepts it, and then later on she owns it and leads her people in their fighting to freedom and equality. She is a role model not only in her character and her actions, but also in her sense of fashion. The so-called Katniss cowl is an item many crochet and knit designers attempt to recreate. It is a simple design made in bulky yarn, which is both fashionable and functional. And I bet some of you did not think about this, but Katniss is the master of archery. And so the cowl goes over one shoulder without disturbing her movement while reaching for arrows and shooting them. If it was just a cowl over her neck like this without the part that goes under the arm, then whenever she moves, it will move around and catch different things. Because it has that other part that goes under the arm, she's able to move and reach out with her other arm. Also, it goes around the shoulder that she does not use to shoot. So she can still move her arm like this because the cowl goes around the other side. So it is a functional item. Another interesting crochet item she wears is a color block sweater. But you know what? Before we start talking about the color block sweater, let's see what you guys have to say about the Katniss cowl. Good morning, Sylvia. Three movies and you haven't seen a single one of them? Oh no! Enjoy your dinner, Barb. We have some drama and comedies coming up too. It's not all fantasy films, okay? But what do you guys think about the Katniss cowl? I mean, of course, some of you probably have made this item, right? Like, as soon as the movie came out, this item was everywhere on the crochet and knit world, right? The patterns for sale, finished items for sale, it was like booming. Let's see what you guys are seeing. Dee says she loves that piece, but she also didn't see the movies. Jenna says it's a very clever design. I thought so too. I mean, when I watched the movie, I immediately figured the way it is designed, especially because you see her wearing it while she goes hunting, you know, or training with her bow. So I thought it was very functional. I get why an item that was featured in a movie gets like boomed in the crochet and knit world and everyone wants to imitate it and have a version of it. However, in nowadays, It's not a very functional piece. Like none of us go hunting with, or doing archery while wearing this kind of clothes, right? I mean, I assume maybe someone does. But like I wouldn't expect seeing people walking the street wearing these. So I was always a little bit baffled by that. Or it's a cool design. Maybe to make it like bigger and it looks more like a top and not just like around the neck and one shoulder like it looks here. You wonder if it would stay in place in real life, like when riding a bike or just going outside for a winter hike. I guess it's a question of how snug it is around your neck and bodies. Like if it's a little loose, especially if you wear it over a leather coat like she does, it will have no friction and it will like fly around. Yes, I would definitely recommend the Hunger Games as a audiobook if you prefer those, because I mean I loved the books and then I loved the movies too, so you're not a hunter? No, Debbie? Okay, good to know. I see, Catherine. The design is good for throwing a ball for the dog. That's a good point there. Crystal says a friend made me make her one, and yes, she never wore it. She said it wasn't practical. See? I totally get it. It's okay for the movie. For those who have not seen these movies, they are all worth the time, right? Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. So next one from the same movie, another item from the Hunger Games. This one sadly didn't boom as much as the cowl, and I'm saying sadly because this one is actually a fashionable and practical one, which will look good, even today. So this is the color block sweater that I was telling you before in black, brown, and gray. This outfit was worn by her in the second movie in the series, Catching Fire. And after the cowl she wore in the first movie, it was expected that any crochet item she wears will be a big hit amongst the fans. However, this specific item was somehow left behind or overlooked by the crochet community, and it is sad since it is much more interesting and in its design and construction is more complex than the cowl. It is something which can easily be worn today and still not look like a costume. So, I mean, I would totally wear that. I would not wear the Katniss cowl, but I would totally wear that. So what do you guys think about the left behind and forgotten Katniss sweater? You haven't seen them, but you can see it used in reenactment. That's a use for it. Hi, Francie. Are you done now? I agree, Catherine. It was a very good adaptation of the books. Right? I totally agree. I would also totally wear the S out of this. See? Now, why is an item like the Katniss cowl, which is totally unfunctional, and we don't see, like, it was so booming that literally every designer had a version for it, and every crocheter who was, into it made it, but you don't see thousands of people in the streets wearing it. But this is a beautiful sweater, and you would wear it today over, you know, just jeans, just like she's wearing it there, and it will look wonderful, way more functional than a cowl. Why isn't this booming? You can't understand why it isn't. Exactly, I also don't understand. You need to find that pattern and make that color block sweater. I have tried to find a pattern for this. This did not boom as much as the Katniss cowl. I think it's super cute too. You think it's because of the complexity? Yeah, it does have more complex design than the cowl, for sure. It has a 70s look, says Cynthia. Should I design it? I could. I definitely could. It looks pretty easy when you think about it. It's just a set of different panels that are then sewn together. All right, so that was The Hunger Games. Now, I promise you, not all the movies on the list are fantasy movies, although there are a big chunk of fantasy movies on the list. Maybe because I like fantasy movies, so I spot more crochet in them, but also maybe because fantasy movies use more crochet items, or maybe a huge chunk of like fantasy worlds or like futuristic worlds are being pictured as something when we will wear all these clothes that are made of these like designs and materials. I don't know. Talk to someone in Hollywood. Yeah, maybe it's the colors. I agree. What looks bulky, the cowl or the sweater? Crystal. Right, that's true. She wasn't wearing it in all the posters, so maybe it didn't peak as much as the cowl. Yeah, that could also be a part of it. It's geometrical shapes put together. Yeah, exactly. Someone I know definitely discussed geometrical shapes on YouTube recently. I can't quite put my finger on who that was. Someone did. You think the sweater is bulky? All right. So, moving on to a movie which I don't know how many of you have seen. I don't think it was that much of a big success when it came out. But it features two of my favorite actors. So, do you guys know, one second, let me take this picture off. Can anyone recognize this film? Tom Hanks and Halle Berry. Let's see who knows what I'm talking about. No takers? No guesses? I didn't know if that movie would strike a lot of people or not. So this is Cloud Atlas. that Tom Hanks and Halle Berry together in the same movie. And not only that, Tom Hanks and Halle Berry together on screen wearing crochet. Yes, please. Cloud Atlas came out in October of 2012, and it quickly became one of those you either like it or you don't films. There's almost no outspoken opinion about it, which is put in the middle. When it first came out, critics were also polarized, and it caused the film to be included in various best film and worst film lists throughout that year. However, one thing is undisputed. The costume work on the film was phenomenal. The costume designer in this film did an outstanding work. Tom Hanks, who is also my personal favorite actor, is totally rocking a dark blue and gray poncho / shawl. It's not really obvious what it is. And he is running through the forest in it. He is climbing ice mountain tops. He is saving a little girl who is coincidentally also dressed in crochet garments. And I'm not sure how many times they had to wash his outfit to get it look so saggy, but it totally works. I mean, this is one crochet item that, is rocked by a manly character. You never saw it or heard of it? Well, here's a movie to add to your list. Yes, Doris, I saw you wrote Cloud Atlas, so you did know it. So you'd have seen the movie. Did you like it or not like it? Let me know. In Stranger Things, you can also find a lot of crochet items. I know, Francie, but maybe you missed the beginning. We were saying that today I'm only doing crochet in movies, and we will do crochet on TV shows another time because there are so many of them and they will not all fit into one Yarniversity class. You would love to see that all laid out. Yes, I would too. Sadly, there is no scene in the movie showing that. But yes, that is Tom Hanks in Cloud Atlas. I actually thought that I also had, excuse me for 1 second, I thought I had the picture where he is running through the forest, but I see that I don't, so I'm going to try and find it. If you guys will bear with me for just a second, you can see a little bit better the scene. In the scene where he is running through the forest, you can see his outfit a little bit better. I really did think that I had it. Oh, I can't seem to find it now, and it is very annoying. I was sure that I have saved it yesterday. I do, however, have the picture of him with the girl, so I can show you that. First, here is some Halle Berry in Crochet in the same movie. She's also wearing a raggedy crochet top that looks like it has been washed and washed and washed again. And that's sort of the point because of the characters of who they are in that scene, but I just love that they did that kind of work on the garments for the costume. And here is the scene where he saved the little girl, and look, her outfit is also some sort of crochet and knit hybrid. You can see that the sleeves of the garment that she's wearing are knitted, but the hood on her back is crochet. It's beautiful. The costume work on that movie is just incredible, and I really like it. All right. So that was Cloud Atlas, and if you haven't never watched it, then you know, go watch it. You will either like it or you won't. That's what they say. How do people get the job to crochet for costumes in movies? That is a very good question. If I only known. I love Tom Hanks too. Hi Kim, welcome in. Sometimes costume designers will reach out to famous crocheters or knitters. Maybe one day I'll be a famous crocheter or knitter. I love Halle Berry too. Your husband has a good taste. It does look a little like Freeform crochet. You like Halle's tunic? Tom Hanks looks a bit like a drag queen after a rather grim day. Oh no. Oh no. So that was Cloud Atlas. Meanwhile, on still Cloud Atlas, the co-star Halle Berry, she of course looks amazing in every single outfit you put her in. Well, you know, it's Halle Berry. But out of all the different costumes that she wears in the movie, one item caught my crocheter eye even more than that tunic that I just showed you. And it is a 70s look chevron scarf, and I will show it to you. Check it out. There it is. This is a scarf which can totally still work today as part of your, you know, everyday outfit. It is a timeless design that everyone pretty much needs a chevron scarf in their wardrobe. It is also quite a simple design, something us crocheters can easily remake or duplicate, which is exactly what I did after I first watched this movie. I made myself a chevron crochet scarf. Isn't she beautiful? You're always allowed in. Your comments are exactly the kind of comments we like around here. So this is, you are in your right surroundings. You're in the right place. Right? It's classic. It's timeless. It's stylish. You can wear it today with just as she is wearing it, and it will look perfect walking down the street, even if you're not Halle Berry. It's Cloud Atlas. It is the same movie, Cloud Atlas. We are still on Cloud Atlas. Halle Berry on a different scene of the movie, wearing this beautiful 70s style chevron scarf. All right, Ursula, see you later. Enjoy. And that concludes my Cloud Atlas review of crochet items. Mare. Hello, Mare. She says she made 2 of that scarf in purple and blue. Never saw that film. Yeah, well, chevron scarf is something, you know, we all know. It is a simple design that, like I said, it works with any outfit. Everyone needs one in their closet. It works for men, it works for women. So, of course, it's not something exclusive for that specific film. Looks like Shaft or something. And the other looked like medieval time. Yeah, that is one of the secrets of the movie. I will not reveal the secret of the movie. I don't want to give you any like prejudice about the movie before you watch it if you haven't yet. You made it in black and white. Never seen the film. Well, the next film I want to talk about is not a fantasy film. The next film is called Sweet November. Oh, you guys may have heard of that one. It is a romantic drama. It takes place in San Francisco during the month of November. At the end of autumn. And it's starring Keanu Reeves and Charlize Theron. As one might expect, there are plenty of scarves, beanies, and sweater being worn by the different characters. It is, after all, the end of autumn, so, you know, it's the right season for that. But my personal favorite items are the open mesh crochet scarves or shawls, which are worn by the female lead in the movie. She has one orange, one light green, and one dark gray, and they all look fabulous on her and fabulous in general. As a crocheter, I appreciate the simple pattern of the scarf, and of course my first thought was, I can make that. We should all have an open mesh scarf or shawl in our wardrobe. They are the perfect item for the times of the year when it isn't quite warm but also not very cold, so it's one of those must-have items. And here for you guys is a picture of said scarf. Where is it? One second. That is the first one. So you can see it's an open mesh, very simple stitch. Looks like very simple yarn. Just, you know, double crochets and chains. Something we can all do. All right, Ursula. Thank you for being here. There was no crocheting in medieval times? We don't know that. Well, we sort of do, but yeah. You just texted your hubby to search for Cloud Atlas? Okay. Let me know after you watch the movie. Tell me what you thought. It's not on Netflix. No, I know. I also checked a few days ago because I wanted to watch it again before showing it to you, because I remembered it has a lot of crochet in there, and I wanted to watch the movie again, and I couldn't find it on Netflix either. I ended up watching it on a local German streaming program. Yes, it is also on Amazon Prime here in Germany. I don't know if Amazon Prime has the same content all over the world, because some countries they have problems with other streaming. Who else wants to design a scarf, right, Lacey? um, you're currently crocheting something like that for an 18th century dress. Oh, nice. Why do you have an 18th century dress and where is that going? It is very trending crochet wear for movies. Look, Charlize Theron is wearing it. I'll show you another one. So that is the green one that she has in the movie. And here is the orange one. And that one she actually wears in a few scenes. It has a little bit of fringe on it. And I believe that one is like a triangle shape. So it's like a shawl scarf. But again, look, an open mesh shawl, just double crochets and chains with some fringe. It works on Keanu Reeves, looks like. Works its charms. Welcome back, Barb. Your color, Debbie. Actually, I have another picture of that scarf from a different angle. But I hope you guys won't kill me for the next picture. Of course, maybe the shawl is not the first thing you look at when you see this picture, but in this picture you can see that it is a triangle-shaped shawl that she is wearing. You wonder what fiber that is. I wouldn't think it's anything more than just a regular acrylic. Looks pretty straightforward. You're an 18th century reenactor, mainly 1770 upwards. Oh. And even though crocheting wasn't really invented or called crocheting in the 18th century, there's an extant dress in the Met Museum. Oh. That is really interesting. With an open mesh decoration and fly fringe on painted silk. You're trying to recreate the whole dress. Oh my god, I would love to see that when it's finished. Oh wow. Yeah, we had a whole live about crochet history a while ago. It was I think it was 2 months ago. We did crochet history. So yeah, we discussed a lot of the history of crochet, or like key times in the history of crochet. You had me at orange. I told you, I warned you guys before I put it up. What shawl? What is the bag doing there? Talk to you in 10 years, okay? I'll be waiting. Right? Yeah. What shawl? And the third, the gray one that I promised you, there it is. Wait, let me make the picture a little smaller. So that is the gray mesh scarf. So she literally has 3 of those scarves in her wardrobe. And they all look the same in different colors, which just goes to show you can have the same item in your wardrobe with 3 different colors and it will look different with each and every outfit. You haven't noticed she's wearing crochet, huh? Barb. Tragic crochet. A Tragic grocery placement. I think the comments are coming up on my chat a little later than you guys are writing them, but you guys are hilarious. A tragic grocery placement. The hat that she's wearing is not crochet, no. Yeah, so that is the movie Sweet November. Charlize Theron and Keanu Reeves in a variety of different costumes and also some scenes without costumes. The hat looks like knit to you. It could be. It could very well be. That movie features a lot of knit and crochet items. As I said, it does take place in the fall, so they are wearing a lot of knit items as well. All right, so that was Sweet November. And we are moving on to the next film, and the next one is Legally Blonde. Not only human characters get to wear crochet on the big screen. In this 2001 comedy, there is one adorable star who gets to wear a different adorable outfit in each scene. I'm talking, of course, about Bruiser the Chihuahua. Whoever designed the dog costumes for this film did an amazing job, no doubt. But in one particular scene, both dog and main actress Reese Witherspoon rock crochet items, and it is hard to decide which one of them wears it better. Because, you know, they both just look so stinking adorable. And if you guys don't know this picture yet, then I will show it to you. But come on, guys, this picture is so famous. Look at them! Aren't they adorable? Look at that chihuahua in a crochet dress, and it's eyelash yarn. You've seen Legally Blonde. Oh, we got to one movie that you did watch. See? Yes, the dog. The dog totally steals the show in that movie. So someone like did an amazing costume work there. Every single scene the dog appears has a different outfit on and looks fabulous and adorable. Makes you want to have a chihuahua. Just adorable. Vote for the dog. Yes, Catherine says she votes for the dog in the Who Wore It Better. Right, look at her crochet beanie. It's also like a very simple beanie, just a double crochet, single crochet hat, open mesh, kind of really cute. Both look adorable. But yeah, you know, you can't beat the dog. I mean, you shouldn't beat dogs. Okay, I made myself laugh more than I should have. Someone took one for the team with his dog sweater. Yes, definitely. Great film, says Doris. And Susanna has 3 chihuahuas, but they hate to wear clothes. Oh, that's a waste. Sorry. What a shame! You could have made him some beautiful doggy outfits. I mean, my dog is big, so it would never wear anything. But the little ones, they're also like. All right. So Legally Blonde, Reese Witherspoon, and the Chihuahua in Eyelash Yarn of all yarns. The next movie I want to talk to you is another movie that maybe some of you haven't watched. It's not a very known movie, but it's called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. And here is an example of another crochet item that is present during a very critical scene. And it's not just any scene, it's the end of the world. In this apocalyptic comedy drama, the two main characters goes through both a mental and physical journey as they prepare for the end of all life on Earth. In the final scene of the movie, and let's face it, I'm not spoilering here or anything like that. The end of the movie is pretty much in the title. So both main characters are laying in bed together and comfort each other as an asteroid hits the Earth. And what blanket are they covered in, do you ask? That's right, it's a crochet blanket. It looks like a one-of-a-kind free-form crochet blanket, one which probably took a lot of time to make, with great attention to details. We don't really know the history of this specific blanket from the script, but the crocheter, but as us crocheter, we can appreciate that it most likely was a labor of love. If I was to choose a blanket to wrap myself while preparing for the end of the world, I would have probably chosen a similar one with some serious sentimental value. I mean, wouldn't you? I think we all would. So here is a said blanket for you all. And that is Keira Knightley wrapped in this free-form crochet blanket, which for a very large chunk of the movie, she's sort of wearing that blanket as a shawl. But then in the end, it is used as a blanket. Yours does wear sweaters, Mocha. That's cute. No, Catherine, that would not work. Lacey says she has a Chihuahua and she likes wearing sweaters so she doesn't get cold. You've made quite a few. Oh, that's cute. You have both knitted and crocheted sweaters for them, but they just stand still. Oh, that's it. Your Petey loves wearing clothes. My dog hates anything on him. Hello, Sandra. Welcome in. They rather freeze than wear clothes. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, so look at that freeform crochet blanket starring the movie, I would say. It has all kinds of intricate design into it. There's like circles and squares and flowers, and in between like just blank parts of like freeform crochet to connect them all together. And then there's like one border around everything and some fringe. You have to start paying more attention to movies. I just see those. I mean, I don't know if it's like crochet items sort of like catch my eyes in films when I watch them. When I see something, I say, "Oh, that's crochet." Here is the actual final scene of the movie that I was talking about, where they both lay in bed and they are covered with that blanket, so you can see it down here covering them. You can also see dog's butt in the picture. There's also a dog in the movie. But all three of them are snuggled up together with that blanket. Barbara says she would have been lucky to escape without being bitten if you tried to put clothes on her your dog. Would be a great scrap buster. It looks like it was someone's scrap buster. Like they kind of like made different items using scraps and then sort of like used yarn to combine them all together. Your cat loves laying on your crochet blanket. Hard to get them to move. Yeah, I know that problem. I'm trained to see crochet. Yes. Exactly. Exactly like that. Like, ding! There's a crochet item in the frame. I spot it. Doris. Doris says Tom Cruise and Matthew McConaughey catch her eyes in movies. No crochet. Oh, well. I knew I missed our little chats. Well, if you just join in, we're talking about crochet items spotted in movies. We are talking only movies today. We will do TV series on another time. So if you're joining us late, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I would very much appreciate it if you subscribe. Join us in the chat if you have something to say. And if you want to join the membership program, don't forget the little join button next to the subscribe button will take you there. And Doris, I think a lot of people are with you there. Yeah, it would be great to see them in crochet. Yes, definitely. Right, so before we move on, I wanted to show you today's items for today's giveaway. So I will just explain real quick for those of you who are here for the first time, or for those of you who need a little reminder. The items that I will show you today will be up for a giveaway, and we will choose the winner for them next week. The winner which will be chosen at the end of today's live is the winner from last week. So this week's prizes are what I'm going to show you now, and the way to win them is to come back to this video after the live stream is finished. If you answer now, it will go in the chat and it will not count. You have to leave a comment under the video once it goes into replay. The way this works is once the live stream is over, so I say goodbye and it's over, the video will go into replay. If you come back to the replay and leave a comment down in the comment section below, then you will be able to enter into the giveaway, and the winner for that will be chosen at the end of next week's Yarniversity. And the comment that I want you to leave me is leave me a comment about a certain crochet item that you spotted in movie or movies. Some crochet items that you spotted that were not mentioned in today's live. And we are talking movies only. We will do TV series another time, but when you come back to the video, leave me a comment and tell me about a crochet item that you spotted in a movie that was not included in today's list. Okay? And the prize for that will be this awesome little sticker. And it says, "So much yarn, so little time." That is the sticker. And to go with it is this little notebook that is yarny hearts. Do you see that? Those are hearts, which are little yarn balls. Can you see? Yes, now you can see. Isn't that cute? So that little notepad will go along with the sticker. And as I've said, if you want to win that, all you gotta do is come back to this video once the chat is over and it goes into replay. Leave a comment down below and tell me about a crochet item in a movie, not TV series, that you spotted which was not included in today's list. Francie says her crochet shawls are in a laundry basket where you first them there. My dog, when you first put them there, your dog thought it was a good place to take a nap. Now you put pieces of cardboard over it. Oh no. Oh, yeah, Suzanne, I think we are all fans of his. Crochet Speedo. That's an idea. You've not seen most of these. Is there a list of the movies on your blog? Yes, Kim, the link to the to today's blog post that goes with the live is already in the description box below, and it will, if you click it, it will take you directly to the blog post, and all the movies will be there in case you guys want, you know, a watch list to catch up on different movies that has crochet items in them. The next one is also a famous one. Maybe you didn't watch it, but you have definitely heard of it. It is The Hobbit. I did not expect to see any crochet in this type of movie, but I was pleasantly surprised when it has appeared, and it was like a comic remark at the very first part of the Hobbit trilogy. Now, in this scene, young Bilbo's house is invaded by a group of dwarfs who make a huge mess, a lot of noise, and touch all of his things, which makes him extremely uncomfortable. And as he is running around trying to understand what is going on and put things back into place, he finds one of the dwarfs using his doily as a dishcloth. The first time I watched the movie, the line "Excuse me, that is a doily, not a dishcloth," made me laugh so hard, and no one around was laughing along with me or understood why. It was as if one of the writers sneaked in a crochetier's inners joke, and it's nice to know that hobbits used doilies as well. I will show that specific clip for those of you who know the film and maybe haven't noticed it. So there it is. It really made me laugh so hard. I watched the movie in the cinema. I was the only one in the entire cinema laughing. Nobody understood why. It was embarrassing. Yeah, wow. Hey Angela, welcome in. Birthday pub dinner. Oh, as one does, as one does. There's a pattern for a willy warmer. That is interesting. Wondering if anyone ever actually wore one. I have seen those frying pan handle covers. Those I have seen. Francie, you remember that scene? And Jana, you loved it too. Oh, good. I'm glad there are some nerds like me who watched The Hobbit and crochet and figured out that joke. Thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought it was extremely funny, but well, I guess no other person in the crowd was a crocheter. So we only have one more movie to talk about. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that, well, yes, it belongs to that world, to the Lord of the Rings, how do you say, fantasy world. Although, you know, separate movie series. I'm a big Lord of the Rings, Hobbit fan, general, you know, Tolkien fan. But that scene made me laugh. You need to rewatch The Hobbit. Sit in a few years. I don't think they don't really show that doily good enough so that you can figure out the pattern. It's literally a second in the movie, but it's so, I mean, for me it was really funny. Yes, it is The Hobbit, exactly. The Hobbit, first film of the Hobbit trilogy. I think it's called An Unexpected Journey, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was The Hobbit. And the last film that I'm going to talk about today, and as I've said, there are so many of them, it's very hard to choose. So, you know, please, you know, don't kill me if there are some items that didn't come to today's list, but I cannot sit here for 10 hours. And also, you know, we need to leave some materials for some later on Yarniversities. But as I've said, if you have a favorite crochet item in a film that I did not mention in today's list, then come back and leave it in the comments down below. Also enter you into the giveaway, as well as, you know, letting us know of some other ones. And maybe tell us about different movies that we should also watch if we haven't yet. So the last one I wanted to mention is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And no list of crochet items on the big screen would be complete without at least one baby blanket in it. There are many examples, but one of my personal favorite is the filet crochet baby blanket in The Curious Case. Sorry, it's called The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I like it because it is a classical design. The blanket, not the movie, is a classical design. It reminds me a lot of the kind of blankets that and crochet filet work that my grandma used to make. It is a design which will work in any color and will be perfect for a baby shower gift even today. So it is timeless, which coincidentally works perfect with the theme of this movie, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. For those of you who haven't watched this movie, definitely go watch it. Some great actors in there, not just Brad Pitt. Yeah, Brad Pitt is in there, but not just him. Some wonderful actors in this movie, as well as a very, very touching story. And as a good moral behind it as well. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I will, of course, show you a picture of said blanket. And there it is. So, as you can see, it is a simple filet crochet blanket in two colors. It looks like pink and cream. It's just some single crochets and chains, really. I'm waiting on that one too, Barb. Catherine, you didn't like it? Which one you didn't? I didn't realize. I wasn't looking at the chat. Did you say you didn't like The Hobbit or you didn't like Benjamin Button? Dory says it's a great movie. It is. It really is a very good movie. So yeah, that is the filet crochet baby blanket that I was talking about, and you know, it's a simple filet crochet different squares. You know that every square has like a different design, and from what I gathered in the movie, the design in this blanket is flowers. I'll show you another angle of the same blanket. There it is. So here you can see another angle of the same blanket, and you can see that it is really a very, very simple chains and single or double crochets filet design. You've seen a pattern for one of Mommy Weasley's jumpers. Yeah, we were talking about that close to the beginning, Angela. We covered Harry Potter. But that specific blanket that you see here, that specific baby blanket that appears in this scene, is a design that will still work well today, whatever color that you will make it, and it will be like a classical design. It can be like a sort of like an heirloom blanket that goes from one generation to the next, because it really is timeless. However, there is another baby crochet blanket in that film. Actually, the blanket in which the baby is wrapped when he is left at the nursery home. The baby in the movie is abandoned by his father and left at the steps of a nursery home, and when he leaves him there, the baby is wrapped in this crochet blanket that you can see on the screen right now. So that is another crochet blanket which appears in the movie, and I just found it interesting that both of the blankets the baby was wrapped in were crochet. Yeah, you can always come back and watch the replay. Right, so with that, the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, I conclude the movies that I wanted to go through today. As I've said, there are many more. There are plenty of examples out there, and we can sit here for hours and hours and hours, but we really can't. So for today, this has been enough. I think we will, of course, cover some more in other Yarniversities. I promise you there will be one with only TV series crochets, and maybe later on in the year we will come back and do another list of movies. And for that, if you have your favorite, as I've said, come back to the replay, comment down below with your favorite crochet items from a movie, and one that does not appear on today's list, and we will see, maybe we'll include it in the next list. Just as a little bonus and for a little bit of fun, I wanted to show you two things. So as I was going through different crochet items and different scenes that include crochet in movies, I remembered that in the movie The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, there is a scene that is completely made in yarny figures, or that are made out of yarn. The main characters all transform into yarny versions of themselves. And so I couldn't remember if it was crochet or knit. I was really hoping that it is crochet, but when I gone back to watch it, I've seen that it is actually knit, so it was not included in today's rundown because we were talking about crochet items in movies. But I did want to show you it just, as a side note, because I thought it was something very funny. Yeah, I'm also looking forward for the comments to see what other movies come up. I really hope that that the cinemas here will open as well soon. Yeah, but I really wanted to show you this little bit from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So as I've said, take under consideration, they are knitted, but look how cute that is. It's a whole scene in the movie, and those are all the main characters, and suddenly they transform into a knitted version of themselves. And there's a whole scene of them when they are made of yarn. It's really, really cute. You notice that with the exception of E.T., all the movies were somewhat recent, all from the 20th century. Is this a new trend? Are there none from the 1900s? No, there probably are. There probably are. I know there are some wonderful items in Bonnie and Clyde. And well, there is a whole crochet scene at Breakfast at Tiffany's, right? If I'm not yeah, Breakfast at Tiffany's. There's not a crochet, a knitting scene. Sorry, when she sits and knits. And there are some wonderful crochet items in some earlier movies. It's just that like, again, you cannot include all of them. From the top of my head right now, there's a movie called Notes, if I'm not mistaken, where it's a beautiful freeform crochet jacket. There are some older movies that have crochet as well. Of course, Pride and Prejudice. There is a beautiful crochet shawl there. If you haven't watched that one. Did I miss the design workshop homework? No rush if not. No, you haven't. Don't worry, Lacey. I promise I will put it out in a separate video. As I've said, this week was very hard on me. Things did not come out yet. I think there's a beautiful crochet scarf in Charlie Chaplin, The Immigrant. That very well could be. I cannot remember right now. Maybe we can do another segment on all the movies. We could. We definitely could. The leg warmers in Flashlands. Exactly. But guys, come back and put this in the comments. That's what it's for. And also enter yourself into giveaway. That is correct. There are plenty of 60s and 70s movies where the main actress wear crochet. Oh, by the way, in Austin Powers. There's plenty of crochet in Austin Powers. Right, major amigurumi going on here. But one second before I go back to the comments. The thing about this scene that I wanted to talk about. At the end of this scene, when they are all made out of yarn, there is an iconic moment when one of the characters throws up, which results in quite a literal yarn barf. How incredibly hilarious is this? Yarn barf, get it? Some period pieces have stiffened crochet lace collars and many fishermen beautiful crochet cable sweaters. Yes. See you later, Jana. So many patterns falling through my head. Yes, right? Yarn barf. Right, Jane Austen movies. Definitely. You missed the beginning, so you're not sure why you had a rough week, but sending Lori, I got my first shot of the vaccine, and I have been having every possible symptom in the book. So I was really, really, really down. I was up to the point where I didn't know if I'm actually going to have the lives today, but I decided that I cannot cancel twice a month, so. Only crafters will get the significance of that picture, right? Right? Yarn barf. Genius. Genius. All right. And there is one more funny anecdote that I wanted to share with you, and that that even Squidward from SpongeBob is interested in crochet. I found that very funny. This person is definitely of our community. They know about yarn barf. Yes, exactly. Only crafters would get the significance of that picture. That is correct. Oh, I read that already. Almost every period piece have crocheted tablecloth and doilies and handkerchiefs. Yes. Older movies will be fun. We can do that another time, definitely. No problem. Yeah, Catherine, I thought you would appreciate that specific picture. Yeah. All right. So, while you guys appreciate Squidward learning to crochet, I am going to get the comments from last week's live. It looks like we have 19 comments. And let's see who the winner is. And I remind you all that I asked the question. If the comment that comes up does not answer the question that I asked, then I will have to choose another winner. And so only the winner that I said that person answered the question and they won is the one who wins. To remind you, the prize for last week was that surprise package that was already wrapped for a prize that was not claimed from my 3K celebration. And the question was, what did you think of the whole series? What did you learn from the series? What are you taking with you from the series and your opinion of it? And what would you like to design following the series? So it was sort of like a conclusion of the design series after watching all 5 episodes. So let's start and see who won. And it looks like Sandra John. I found this series to be quite informative and am inspired to move to the next level without being intimidated. Some of the things I learned that worth mentioning is calculating the weight and yardage of a skein, multiple of stitches in a pattern, covering one garment into another, converting one garment into another, such as a poncho into a dress, redesigning pattern, alternation, etc. Thanks for the time out of prepare and present this series. Yes, so Sandra, John, you answered the question and you are also the winner. So congratulations to Sandra. Cheers to you. My glass today is sadly already empty, but cheers to you, Sandra, for winning last week's prize. I hope you will all join me next week with a new Yarniversity topic. And I hope you will all have a great week. Thank you all for joining me today. Don't forget to come back and comment. Tell me about your favorite crocheted item in a movie that was not mentioned in today's rundown. And if you're interested in reading about today's topic on my blog, the link is in the description box below. Of course, you can always come back and watch the replay. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I will, as always, leave the chat running for just a few more minutes, but I will tell you all thank you very, very much for watching and for being here today, and I will see you next time. Bye!